Do you see what the problem here is?
I can't play H8 to like connect everything.
Oh,
Or
uh,
like it's all of
n-
my stuff is just being like separated from each
yeah,
other.
I cut through you, right? I went through you. Let me, I'm going to resign here just so we can review it because otherwise
Yeah.
we won't have the time. This is the same shape as in this example I might have mentioned at some point in a previous lesson, I don't know. But where would you play as black?
K10. Like just
Yeah,
connect everything.
because you connect everything and you disconnect both white stones. So, and as a bonus, both white stones have fewer liberties. And it's the
Hmm.
same for white. So if white has the opportunity, he should connect. So this is one of the main standards for you to fight. Whenever in a fight you see a shape like this, it means black has lost a big time, at least locally.
Yeah.
Maybe black has profited elsewhere, but locally it's a disaster, pretty much.
Okay.
What would you say about this shape now
For black.
for black? For black or for white? It's a little bit different, yeah, but it's the same kind of feeling, I think.
I was kind of reading it out. I would play still K10, I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
And what if white cuts?
If white cuts at K9, then you can start a ladder at if
Yeah,
you
you
play
can either
H10.
ladder this one or you could ladder this one. So black
Okay.
is totally fine. Here,
Yeah.
white can ladder this one back, but black has sentinel and maybe black has
Right.
strength here. I don't know. It depends on the surrounding. So, um,
Okay.
and if it's white's turn, then you clearly connect.
Yeah.
And my question for you is, which shape is thicker, or which shape is more of a disaster? Do you think it's the A shape or the B shape? Which shape is more of a loss for the one getting disconnected?
I would say A because it takes like B. There's the possibility that you could get around it maybe, but A, you're kind of like totally cut off.
Yeah, I think yeah, you're right. And I think one of the main reasons is that black could make much more use of the A stone in this shape because you
Right.
can kind of hunt it here, and if white doesn't directly respond, you can play here, and it kind of helps with
Yeah.
surrounding. So with this shape, you need more stones, right, to do the same
Hmm.
thing more or less. And as you said, in this shape, if black tries to cut, white has more resources to to fight back, or
Mm.
because there's a cut here, right? So it's not a straight thing. And related to this, let me show you something that happened with another student of mine. And we were playing, and this Joseki came up. And it's one of the most difficult Josekis there is in Go in these days. And he played here. What would you say about this move? Do you think
Um,
it's Joseki? Is it bad? How would you punish it if it's bad?
if I were white, I would play P17
P17.
to cut off.
Okay, and
Like,
what if I play here? I capture the top stone. Now I'm super thick
oh,
on the top. Where would you play?
I'm not sure. Maybe
It's related to what we just discussed with those kind of cut through shapes.
should you do like P16?
P16, exactly. And do you see the shape that just came up?
Yeah.
So it's this one, right?
I see.
We've just broken a kema here. We don't have like in that example, it's more like in that example, it's more like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's similar here. It's the same feeling, and when we play at 8, we're also pressuring the B stones heavily. So there's even an extra bonus here.
Right.
And these
That makes sense.
things they help a lot for you to avoid getting cut through, because if you read in a variation that you got cut through, maybe you won't play it. And if while the fight is happening you spot a cut through shape like this, then you can maybe know that you're up a little bit on the point in the fight. And here something very similar happened. When you
Mm-hmm.
cut here and I Atari, now I cut through you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be difficult for you to handle, because
Yeah.
if you try to block here, this stone is not capturable yet, and you don't have any ways of clearly capturing my stone. If you play here, I have kind of a Tetsuji. I have many ways of trying to get out, but one of the Tetsujis is doing this.
Hmm.
Because if you play here, it's there's this Atari. I
Oh.
don't know if I don't know if I would play like this in the game, because it requires a little bit of reading after you cut here.
Yeah.
There
I
is
see.
still kind of like this Tetsuji, but I could still cut through you again. Uh, all of this doesn't mean in these fights, if you get cut through, doesn't mean that you're down. It means it's a loss. But maybe you're already so down that if your opponent gets a little bit of a loss, he's still very far ahead. So
Mm.
yeah, it can get complicated. In this situation, you need to defend, for example, like this. And then
Okay.
maybe I connect somehow, and you can keep increasing your moyo. And it's still a battle of moyos. I think my moyo is a little bit more solid and maybe
Mm-hmm.
even a little bit bigger, but there
Yeah.
are still ways for you to enter around A, around B, trying to live around C. So it's still an open game. If you don't want to get forcing moves against you in this region, you could, for example, play here. Now I have
Okay.
way less forcing moves. If I try to attach, then maybe you try to finally cut me, and now you've done your homework, because you played here at some point. You're not gonna get cut through.